Alright, and welcome back to another week of VSL Tier 2. We are here tonight in Spain. Once again, it is me, Randall, by myself. But tonight, fortunately, unlike Baku, we have 16 drivers, a decent field here tonight. Everyone's going to be sporting their own special liveries tonight because EA is a fantastic game, and make sure equal cars are definitely equal, not eagle. We have two Alfa Romeos coming out off the bat, one being Jack Craig, the other being Lewis Craig, the Craig brothers. They're back after their brief absence. I still need to figure out if they're brothers, but the fact that both are in Alfa Romeo cars kind of suggests that they are. But yeah, no one's going to be running in their typical car this week, unfortunately, because of a glitch with equal cars. So it's going to be difficult to figure out who is who, but we will make do, and hopefully we have a good race and we don't get plagued with safety cars, unlike last week in Baku where we had 5 finishes, I believe, with 6 safety cars. But yeah, Spain, not a complete different track. Of course, the new Spain, the new old Spain with that final couple corners. Now you no longer have that dread chicane. You come through this flat right-hander now. We'll go off board to start us off. It will be Lewis Craig 02 up the DRS. You can run down this long back straight. It's going to be where you're seeing the overtakes happen in the race. Right now, this is where you're seeing the top speed off the car, as he's going to brake now for turn 1. Takes a lot of curve there. That's going to unsettle them a lot. It's going to hurt him through the momentum up through 1, 2, 3, and 4. He runs a bit wide off 3. You're going to run down to the infamous turn 4. So he's going to be a bit deep on that. Runs wide as he runs down to 5. Downhill braking for turn 5. Want to go down the gears. He sticks with 3 though. As you go through 6 flat out, it's not really a corner now, and you come for this awkward 789. Avoid the sausage curve there. That will send you spinning. Now the flat for through 9, open up the second DRS though and go for the shorter straight here as you come up to the recently changed in 2021, the new turn 10. He runs a bit wide there, climbs up the hill to 12. 12, probably the most satisfying corner on the track if you get it right. Does it nice, it runs a bit wide there as he goes through those last 2 corners. Flat out now, Adobe goes for a lift off the final corner. DRS is open on his car, 12.8. Jack Craig, I think, is next. So you have actually someone in the grapple. Is Kaya, who's gone in the grapple. He's made an error. Oh, Steven, a second behind. Jack Craig going to go on board with. Who's going to be the better of the Craig brothers? Pulsar car gets out of his way. He's in the other special Alfa Romeo livery, still sporting the Leclerc helmet. It's going to come now for around the final quarter. Who is going to be the top of the Craig brothers? It is going to be Lewis by 2 tenths. And Barry now going to be on board with, traditionally in a Ferrari. He runs wide. He's very lucky to Valle, but there's going to be words about those brake boards. No one's going to be too happy about those brake boards, but he's going to be happy with his time. 12.7. That puts him top at the moment. Speed Y Racer crashed out last week. Very, I think this is. He's going to go for double laps here. Looks of things. Tony, 12.4 out of nowhere. A lot of drivers taking their time to go out. Interesting. Kevroski is the only one on a speed Y races on a lap, but Kevroski is going to be the next to complete his lap. The driver in the default livery, he's not taking the time to design his own livery. I mean, can you blame him though? It's very time consuming to make your own livery, but he's going to climb up the hill now. Not the best for 12. There's going to be a lack of brake boards here. I wonder why, but there's going to be a lack of brake boards for this final section. Kevroski coming to the light. This looks like it'll be a good lap here from Kevroski. It is 12.2 provisional pole. Go on board with Speedway Racer, who slightly doubted his time, so he probably made an error around this part. He's got a couple cars in his way. Will they get out of his way? Just has to take out a brake board there, the car in front of him. I believe that may have been Emma Ryan. Just looking who's on the outlap and the logos just to see who's got the default cars. But now Speedway Racer coming to light. This could be a really strong lap here. There's a lot of lag there though. It's going to come to the line. It only goes up to 6th. Speed Newgarden now. He started his lap. Climbs up the 1-2-3 hill. He's going to run now down to turn 4. Looks to be sporting, I believe, a bit of a Haas looking car. He's traditionally in the McLaren Speed Newgarden. You have to remember that, but it's looking like he's rocking a Haas style livery here. Some drivers have been trying to copy their own liveries, and some have just gone for the nice free ones they got playing F1 World. Can you blame them? No. The Speed Newgarden now, he's going to come through 9 nicely. Open up the DRS. Run down the hill, see your second sector split. 51.6. This could be a really strong lap for Speed Newgarden if he gets it right here. This high downforce, difficult final sector. Runs a bit wide off 12, but gets a bit off it. He's going to now run through this last couple corners. No brake force anymore here. Bit of a lift. Foot flat down to the line. What's it going to be? It's going to be 13.2. Interesting. M. Ryan on board with now. He's going to go flat through 9. His car's walking a bit, but he's kept it valid. He's going to run down 2. Brakes really early for turn 10. Climbing up the hill now. 11 through 12. Progressive with the throttle. Slowly puts a foot flat down now. Go flat through 13, 14. What's he going to do? He's going to do a full lift for 13. Someone's off in the background. And Ryan sets a decent time. Who's off there? Trying to find that out. I think it was Ryan Berry who's gone off the final corner. Jordan, we're on board with Jordan, who has had strong results in qualifying. We have seen some strong performances from him when it comes to qualifying. Will this be another one? It's looking like it, but oh, that final corner wasn't the best. To the line, 13.1. Yeah, I think he lost a bit of time in that final corner. Jack Craig's on another lap already. He's not slowing about. 6 drivers yet to put a lap in. Some haven't even left the pit. I don't think MXI, NA9, J Pedro, or Acorn have even left the pits yet. Jack Ray now running down to that turn 5. Takes it nicely. It's going to now come to this 7, 8, 9 section. Takes it really nicely. Will he go flat out through 9? He does. And he takes a nice bit of curve there. So what you want running down, we'll see a sector split. 51 flat. 5 tenths up. 1 sector to go. He's looking to put himself up to P3 potentially. He's looking at Tony, but probably another tempo. Put him on the front row provisionally. He'll have one more run after this. But you want to put your bankers in now. Jack Craig coming to the line. DRS open. He goes P2. 12.3. Kaya, who was in the gravel in his first run. It's really deep at 5. Almost spins it there. He may back out of this one potentially. Oh, it's spun! Lucky not to spin that completely into the wall, but looks like he's going to keep going. Bit of struggle there off Kaya. May just, yeah, he's backed out now. Yuli Show, championship leader, had some issues in the last race in Baku. So can make amends of it tonight. He's running out through 5. Slowly through the throttle. Comes off the hill. Will he take 9 flat out? Yes, he does. He takes it nicely. But oh, bit of a shake on the end there. But we'll see a sector split right about now at 50.4. Yuli Show. Had to make a bit of a correction there. Through 12. My Siri has gone off there for some reason. The Yuli Show, for some reason, will put a lap on Really show to the line. We'll set an 11.8. We're in the 11s comfortably. Great lap there. Kev Rusky, the man who was on provisional pole. He's got 4/10 to gate. He's taking a long curve there on 12. That's not what you want to do. You do not want to touch that curve off 12. It's going to cost him time there, but a 9. Yet to get a lap on the board. And the 4's still looking to put a lap on. 5 to put a representative as Kaya still needs to representative lap on. He's got a lap on the board anyway, that's important. Oh, Stevens popped himself up to second just outside. Get sub 12, but he's an 11-12 flat, 2/10 ahead of Kev Rusky. They've turned to one more run. 9, the Aston Martin driver was really tight there for 11. That's not the traditional line you'd expect. Much cleaner for 12 though. That will get him some time there. Really clean for 12. Last couple corners there. It's a bare commitment on the final corner. That is going to pay dividends to him. It's a 13-1. There's backed out a bit. Speed Y Racer just did a lap there, I believe. Kev Rusky's taking the old track. Yeah, we don't have an active lap at the moment. J Pedro out laps. You have to put a lap in. They're going for one shot qualifying, as is M Excited also here. They want some soft tires for the race. Acorn about to start his lap. This will be it for Acorn. One shot qualifying for the traditional Red Bull driver. He runs now down to turn 1. Nice. And runs wide off too. That's gonna hurt him. That turn 2 is going to hurt him. He was nice through 1, but an issue on input potentially has put him a bit wide off too, and that's gonna hurt him. He's going really tight on 4, and that's just spat him out to the wide section. He's trying to be extra committed, and it's not paying dividends right now. He still has half a lap to make up for it. 7, 8, 9. How committed he's going to be. The rear did not like that, but he's still pointing the right way through turn 9 now. His car's not liking it. It could be set up, but I could be proven wrong here. Anyway, 50.9. 1 sector to go. Runs a bit wide off. 10. Runs into the wall. He's still going, but he's not going to have time. I think he may just actually have time to pit and go out again, so it's not, yeah, because he's able to pit now, so he might be able, but Acorn is going to be in a bit of a bother. J Pedro, last week's race winner, despite all the chaos in Baku, won comfortably, but runs wide there and invalidates. J Pedro may be the spot of bother here. Does he have fuel to go again? Does he have time to pit and go out again? He looks to set himself up for another lap. We'll go on board with another driver though. Ryan Berry is down. Jack Craig is invalidated also. We're going to stay on board with Ryan Berry right now. P9 has been started. He's going to take a big curve there, which is not ideal. Running down to turn 10, where we saw Acorn spin. Better success for Ryan Berry this time. Running through that right-hander nicely, but run wide, but he's going to commit himself now to the last 2 corners. This will be it for Ryan Berry. Rear almost steps out and off the final corner to the line. Only up to 7th. J Pedro has gone again. his lap. He's a 21.5 through the first sector. This will be it for last week's race winner. There's a clean track in front of him, so no one but himself right now. Bit unsettled off 7. He's going to run out through where he invalidated last time. Much cleaner this time. He's looking set to put a lap on the board there. We've got a spinner in the background there. Maybe Kaya. We're going to stay on board with J. Pedro. Running through these last couple corners. The fuel light burning. The ERS draining. It's not going to be an ideal lap for J. Pedro, but it's going to be a lap time nonetheless to the line. He puts himself P7. Kevrosky we're on board with now. He's slightly up at his time. He may be looking for that front row. We got a yellow flag everywhere by the looks of things. We're staying with Kevrosky, who on the first runs was the leading man. He's down to 4th now. He's down by 2 thousandths through sector 2. 1 sector to go. This will be it for Kevrosky. J. Pedro has retired. He's had a moment, I think, or he may have retired on track. But let's focus on Kevrosky here. Opens up DRS. Will there be improvement for Kevrosky there? And he's just bumped up significantly. DRS open, bit of a slip to help him. He stays 12th. Lewis Craig. He's done his lap actually. That's it for him. Acorn 1 or 2 not to put a lap in. Kaya's retired in the pits. P14 at best for him. This is where Acorn spun the last time. He survived it this time. Ryan has retired. Yulisho has retired. Yulisho has lost it off 5, but he looks like he will have pole anyway unless someone can take it off him in these closing stages. We got 2 cars off there, off the final corner. Acorn up to 5th. Lewis Craig, he's gained a bit of time through the first sector. 1/10 up. What's the split for the second sector? Oh, he's only slightly up there. That's not what he's going to need. Oh, Stephen, he's down for the first sector. We're going to stay on board with Lewis Craig. He needs a bit more time, but we saw Kevrosky. You can gain a load of time on this final sector. Acorn has retired also. To the line for Lewis Craig in the custom Alfa Romeo up to P4. Oh, Stephen, he's still down on his time for the second sector. Gonna need something impressive. I think we've got an internet warning. Hold on. Nope, that is just a glitch on my end, but that is that for qualifying, I believe. Can someone confirm if the stream is still, if there's issues with the stream or whether or not PlayStation is having a laugh at me? But there we go. Yulisho, despite crashing on his final lap, will take pole just from Kevrosky. It'll be O. Stephen P3, Lewis Craig just in front of Jack Craig, Acorn P6, Tony 7th, M. Ryan 8th, Speedway Racer 9th, only 10 for J. Pedro, Ryan Berry 11th, N8 9 12th, Speed Newgarden 13th, ERT Jordan 14th, Kaya 15th, and MXI was unable to set a lap. So that is that. We got the 16 car field. There's a bit of gloom in the air, but it looks like this could some weather come into play. As usual, 2-minute wait for the start. Before we get going for the Spanish Grand Prix, 33 laps to come. Actually, we're going to get in now. Formation lap is on. So we'll get Yuli to lead us away for 1 lap around the Circuit de Catalunya. Looking to make amends after what happened last week in Baku. Hopefully we do not have the same situation as we had in Baku with many safety cars, more safety cars than finishers, in fact. Fingers crossed we do not have a similar fate. Spain does intend to breed safety cars, but it does get tight, especially at the turn 1. There could be collisions at the start of the race. You want to be careful. There's a big rundown into turn 1, a lot of switching effects, so watch out for O'Stephen and Lewis Craig at the start. Kev Ruskis might be worried. As Jack Craig and Acorn have had contact on the formation lap. They have been disqualified from the formation lap. That will affect their start. They will be pushed back on the grid spot and have cold tyres. So look for that also. Look for the likes of Tony and Ryan getting ahead of them early on. Actually, I need to get up the tyres. Majority on mediums. You have Kev Rusky on the hards, so definitely look out for him at the start of battling with O'Stephen and Lewis Craig. And then Ryan Berry on softs. Look for the 2 default liveries have gone for the alternative strategies. So look out for the default liveries at the start of this race. 33 laps to come. So everyone gets set on the grid spot. Hopefully everyone gets the parking job done right. Lewis Craig has not. Tony has not. So you have 4 cars altogether. Will have cold tyres at the start. But right now, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we are away in Catalunya. It's a brilliant start for Kev Rusky. He's looking to take the lead, but the hard tyres are going to hurt him. Here comes O'Stephen down the inside of Lewis, and Lewis Craig's going ahead, but Yuli will keep the lead. O'Stephen up to second. It's looking okay. A bit of issues in the back. A few front wings gone off. VSC off the go. A few end plates went flying at the start. The MX does not even have a wing. But we saw a few bits in the background as major contact in the midfield. Something has happened in the midfield. Speedway Racer has a 5-second time penalty for a severe collision. Something has happened in the background. A lot of end plates have gone flying. The pit lane is going to be busy, and the worst thing about it is, since these are in custom cars, you don't know who your teammate is, so someone is probably going to get stuck here due to the teammate having the pit with them. There's going to be some double stacking here. VSC conditions though, Elisho has kept the lead. Kev Rusky's hard tires have brought him down 2 places despite having the better start than Elisho. His tires just did not have the temperature to keep ahead. As we're green again, no drive-throughs fortunately, but look out for that pit lane in a moment's time. But Elisho will lead us from O'Stephen. Is O'Stephen going to try and make a move early? Was he going to wait for the DRS to come into play? So he has some timing issues here, but it is still, there seems to be a bit of a gap forming between the top 3 and Kev Rusky, but that will end up changing. There's only 3 cars into the pit, so a lot of people may be running with damage. Speedway Race has not taken the opportunity to pit with that 5 seconds. He made way for a safety car. As Low Belly in the background, Speed J Pedro, Speed Newgard, ERT Jordan fighting here for the last points position early on. Jay Petto's going to try and go around the outside turn 5. He's going to break lane. It's very difficult to make a move here in turn 5. It could go wrong. It's going to be 3 wide into turn 7. Jay Petto has the move done. AOT and Speedy are going to go wheel to wheel for this difficult section. And great racing between the 3. But Speedy Ugar goes down 2 positions due to that. Come on to lap 3, front 3, looking set in stone as Lewis Craig may be looking for a move for P2 down the inside of O'Stephen, the traditional Alpine driver, but Lewis Craig is up to P2. O'Stephen's not going to let go easy though. He's going to look for a switchback potentially here. Does he have the traction to try and move into turn 4? Be bold if he goes for it. He's going to think back, he's going to play a long-term game. Lewis still in DRS range of the leader, Yuli Show. I'll come to him at the end of this lap. Up here anyway, actually, he'll get DRS. I thought that was a second point in Spain. And here we come to that DRS point. First time we'll see DRS this race. Open on Lewis Craig. Brings him just a bit closer to the race leader, Yulisho. But Yulisho had a much nicer run through 10-11. He's looking to get that 1 second. He's got it marginally though. It's going to be just before turn 14 where the section point is, and he's not 1 second ahead. So Lewis Craig will have to have advantage of DRS, but he is teetering with it at the moment. Speedway Racer has decided to come in now to start that 5-second penalty. This is O'Stephen supposed to pit, and I may have to step away for 1 second. I'll just confirm that in a second. So I hope the safety car comes out, or well, not hope the safety car comes out, but for IRL reasons, the safety car would be beneficial. Jack Craig looking to get ahead of Kevrosky. He's on the quicker compound as Stan. So he'll need to do it swiftly. Looks like sets the fastest lap of the race. Here comes Jack Craig. He's going to go for it into turn 10. He's going to try it wheel to wheel with Kevrosky. Very tight section, but it looks like Jack Craig is going to be ahead. But Kevrosky's not going to make it easy. He's going to throw the car there in 12. Try and force Jack Craig to have a bad line. Kevrosky will get the DRS though. Now for this longest straight, the main straight here. So can he repass Jack Craig? Does this invite the likes of Acorn, Tony Reinberg to this battle for P4? Apologies, I had to step out for 2 seconds. As I think Lewis Craig and O'Stephen fighting over it, and that's bridged the gap Yulisho needed. So here comes O'Stephen, he's going to try into turn 5 for P2. Doesn't do it. Just didn't have it on the braking. But neither of them had a good run off 5, and that's just gonna let Usual build a bigger gap here. As onto the curve of Zeus Craig, he had to catch the car there, avoid it being put in the wall. Right now, will there be a move by O'Stephen here? He's probably going to wait for the main straight, and it looks like he will. So move Acorn on Tony. Will there be a switch back by Tony? No, Acorn blocks it, but there's a bit of front to end banging there between Tony and Acorn. Tony goes probably go for the move on this main straight. Here is Acorn might have both have bad runs for different reasons. But here comes Tony on Acorn. DRS is just going to let him breeze up into P6. Go back up to the fight for second. O'Stephen unable to get ahead of Lewis Craig that time. He's just lets really show bridge his gap ever so slightly. Oh, O'Stephen! Had to catch the car there. Lucky he's only lost a couple tenths there from that. That could have been a major moment, another bit of a moment there. O'Stephen is struggling by the looks of things there. Again, another moment of 9. He needs to avoid the curbs. The curbs are onsetting his car massively. Yes, curbs in Spain are death curves. They want to spin your car. O'Stephen's going to need to avoid them, because it's only enough time so you can save your car. There's going to be a time where he will unfortunately spin if he keeps going at this rate. But on to lap number 8, and he's going to go for it. He's burning it. Yellow flag, sector 2. It's been a moment for Kaya, but it's a moment for O'Stephen to go up to P2. Acorn repasses Tony for P6. It's going to seem like a scrap. It's going to go on for the entire race between these two. Again, both O'Stephen and Lewis Craig seem to be struggling for different ways. O'Stephen's struggling with just the balance of his car unsettling, and Lewis is looking like he's struggling with traction on his cars. Again, O'Stephen has a bit of a swapper moment where he has to correct his car positioning. It was just, he seems to be struggling more with traction on his car. It's just letting Newbie Show just pull away. Onto lap 9. I don't think Lewis Craig's going to make the move, but he might go for late. O'Stephen started derail late. That was an invitation for him, as again O'Stephen just unsettling there. Down to turn 5. This has been the corner that's struggling at the most. It was almost deep. Stephen again has the car just not go the right way. I think Lewis is going to try and take advantage of that force. I'll see if they take unorthodox line. It's just upset the car's balance even more. DRS open. 3-second lead up front for Yuli Show. He can afford a penalty at this stage. Looking like it's going to be set for an easy win for Yuli Show today, but a lot can happen when I'm in third race distance. Coming behind, Jack Craig is looking to join this battle for P2. Lap 10 now, and this Craig is going to go for the move for P2. Is O'Stephen going to try and fight this? Doesn't look like it. Lewis Craig up to P2. Again, some unsettling moments. Shea Petro and Ryan Berger having an absolute scrap here. Craig actually ran very at a moment. That's why he got ahead. J. Pedro. Jack Craig is about to join this battle for P2. We have DRS. This time we'll know by this corner. Just up this hill before turn 9 you get the DRS. No, Jack Craig just out of it. So he'll have to wait a bit longer to get put in to DRS range and truly join this battle. So Stephen just has a half look, just puts his car in the mirror of Lewis Craig, lets him know he's there. Try to just put pressure on him to make a mistake. Try to force him to get on the power that bit earlier, force him for a spin. Go right behind him now, but he goes a bit deep off the final corner. That may cost him a chance for the move here. But he's going to burn this small bit of ERS he has left. It's going to be a move for O'Stephen, but could Lewis Craig break lane, go for it again? Is he going to try to go for a switchback? O'Stephen parking the car decently there, and he has to move there, but right behind now, Jack Craig has joined the battle. So, some decent overspeed here from Lewis Craig. Ooh. Was he thinking of potentially throwing that down the inside of turn 4? Or did he get the braking wrong? Either way, that probably spooked out O'Stephen. As NRT is having some excitement as Ulisho comfortably leading this race. Pedro not having the success he had last week, so mixed forces for the NRT boys. We'll focus on this battle for P2. Kaya into the pits. Through we go one more corner. So you are halfway, a third way through this race. Kai is going to be lapped here. He's a lap down. That's confirmed. As here comes Lewis Craig again. He's going to try and go back up into P2 and gets it. Will Stephen try and go for it? Ooh! Thinks of it. Not much he can do. He's also got now focus on behind. There's an issue. I think Kai is having an issue exiting the pit lane. Or is he getting out of the way as he's being lapped potentially? But we're still focusing on these battling two, not the front three. Here we go. Oh, big moment for Lewis Craig, another moment for O'Stephen. Could Jack Craig possibly think of a move there? Jack Craig looking the most stable of these three. Lewis Craig, another moment there off traction. Is O'Stephen gonna try it? This could be free wide into turn 1 potentially down this back straight. Depends on the run for this final corner. Going on to lap 13. This should be a repass for P2 by O'Stephen, but look out for Jack Craig. What sort of speed does he have in the straight line? O'Stephen has no parry left, but he has that P2. Jack Craig is looking to be the top Craig tonight. He's looking at the other Alfa Romeo in front of him. Looks like the main battle on track at the moment. Been on board for pretty much all the race. For this turn 5, which has been causing the issues for O'Stephen and Lewis Craig predominantly. So Lewis Craig's gaining again. He seems to have a better run for 5. On board now. 9's been a bit of an issue, but seems much cleaner this time. So Lewis Craig gonna try it down the inside of the turn 10. Thinks better of it, but he's right there. Let's see this parking on the apex. Oh, and Lewis had to make a correction there, and that's made him closer to Jack. But here we go on to lap 14. It's going to be another pass between Jack Craig and Jack Craig and O'Stephen, but Jack Craig's going to follow suit. It's a double Craig podium as things stand. And you're only suspecting that Jack Craig will pass Lewis very soon here. Kaya gets a 5 seconds for speed in the pit lane. Kaya has retired, the first retirement of this race. We're down to 15, almost halfway through this race, as Stephen tried a bold move there on Jack Craig, just couldn't. The space was quickly removed there, but Jack Craig is almost out of DRS. Jack Craig's had a moment, clearly, as Jack Craig's lost DRS there. This could make him vulnerable to Stephen if he does get back into it quickly. He needs to put himself back in DRS range of Lewis through these next couple corners. It's right before turn 14 where you have the detection points. I don't think it's going to happen. Let's see if it gets a brilliant run. Nope. Jack Craig is out of DRS range, so that is going to be all Stephen needs to put up a move on Jack. But is he too far back to go for it? It's going to be a late move if he goes for it. He might need to go for it here. Can't. Too far back to make the move. Not TJP, Pedro and Acorn. J Pedro up to 6th. And the recovery drive started 10th. Not what he's used to. Just have to do a bit of recovery here. Jack Craig seems to be struggling now. He's out of ERS. He's D-Ray, and that may explain it. See it again, unsettled through turn 5. And no DRS for Jack Craig. This is Wayne Lewis trying to build a gap. We're going to be coming close to the pit stop sequence here. Gavrovski's yet to be gaining on them though, despite them in the hards. His tires should be better now. To another lap. Yucho is into the pits. They're all into the pits except Stephen. As no, Jack Craig's missed the pit lane. He's hit that bump and he's forced to do another lap, and that has hurt him badly there. He's put him behind Stephen by over a second. That's gonna hurt him. Safety car. Safety car is out for what? I don't know. Someone, I presume, has lost a front wing. Someone hit the pit lane on entrance. But the safety car is out. It may have been Jordan. Jordan's having to change a wing. He may have hit the wall of the pit lane off that bump. Easy to do here in Spain. So we have the first safety car of the evening. This may benefit Kev Broski. He'll be on the softer compound for this next portion of the race. Can he gain positions? Probably not. But we're expecting Stephen and Jack Craig to come in. Jack Craig's going to be way more cautious this time. Does not want to miss the pit lane twice. Potentially, could it be your tire temps, Kai? Check your pressures. That if you had pressure too high, that might have explained it. If you thought it was on board with you, it did look like that with just a slide. It looked like you had temp issues. This time, everyone looks to have got the pit entrance correct. No further issues with the pits, fortunately. Where are these guys going to come out? Just one lap fresh of tires. As it's gonna be close. Stephen has got Lewis. Jack Craig and Lewis. Lewis just stays ahead, but Stephen, having that cheap pit stop, moves himself up to second place. He's gone from 4th to 2nd in the safety car cycle. The safety car has benefited Stephen. Jack Craig missing the pit lane almost benefited him. He almost got ahead of Lewis there. So, may have been We've become benefit, but halfway through this race, and we have the first safety car. We start off with a virtual safety car due to a lot of debris on track. This one caused, I believe, by Jordan hitting the pit wall on entrance, hitting that bump. Point the safety car though might be in this lap, depends on if when NA9 catches the back of the safety car. But watch out for Kevorowski at this restart on the softs. I think Jay Petrol's gone medium actually. Be interesting, but let's see. The two speed boys having a bit of a swap of moments. It easily happens on the safety car. I think Newgarden's trying to give the place to Speedway Racer. There may have been some issue behind the safety car. As we do get the safety car in this lap. 15 laps remaining. A lot could happen in 15 laps. Then there's Yuli Show. Put the foot to the floor and get us going again. A long straight awaits him. Oh, Stephen, he's already got the ERS on. He wants this lead. It's not something you see often, but someone have the ERS on going through the corners, but here we go again, and oh, Stephen's going to look to take this lead off Yuli Show, who was comfortably this entire race. The safety cars come out and nullify his lead, and oh, Stephen, if he's brave, will go for it, but can't. Look at all clean at this restart. It is all clean, but will the moment come? Pro Stephen, Lewis Craig is right there also. He might try and throw it if he's bold. Switchback potential here for Lewis Craig. It just doesn't have the traction. Brakes a bit later there. Try and get a good run off 5. Something that hasn't been said a lot here today. As usual, slightly pulling away now from O'Stephen. And Lewis Craig is almost pushing away O'Stephen here. He may go for a move here. Runs a bit wide then. Opens up the ERS. Will he try and move for the turn 10? He's going to think of it. Could he try to switch back here? There's no space for it. It's a very tight track here in Barcelona. He's had to have a bit of a swap there to save the car. All clean at this restart. Still all 15 runners pointing the right way. We go on now to lap number 20, which sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Lewis Craig looks to set a fast lap also. He looks to go and take second place back off O'Stephen. Misses breaking point slightly. Jack Craig seems to have had a moment. He's dropped off slightly there. But O'Stephen is not letting this win go. He wants to win this race clearly. He knows he can't let Yuli Show bridge a gap. He needs to do it quickly if he is to win this race. He can't let Yuli Show get out of that DRS range. If he does, that will be all said and done for O'Stephen's chances of winning this race. One more lap till we get that DRS activating at this point next lap. 2.2 seconds separate Yuli Show and O'Stephen. Here we go to lap 21. DRS is now enabled. O'Stephen pulls out a bit. Interesting move that. Craig's almost used all his DRS. He's gonna go for it. Sends it. That is aggressive. O'Stephen is not gonna be happy about that. That is an aggressive move by Lewis Craig. That has pulled Yuli Show out of 1 second. That move looks to have won Yuli Show this race. Lewis Craig, impatient, went for a dive bomb. He's gone up to P2, but there'll be questions said as O'Stephen regains that P2 through turn 7 as Jack Craig is going to get ahead of Lewis Craig. Still need to figure out these guys are brothers, but they're going to almost collide. They also came Siamese twins there through turn 8. Kevrovsky's going to be looking to get ahead of Lewis now. Lewis is just falling backwards here. Kevrovsky, if he gets the traction right, will be up to P4. Can Lewis fight this back? No, he cannot. Kevrovsky up to P4. Lewis Craig gone from 2nd to 5th in a couple corners. But right now, Yuli Show has a 1.6 second lead. Yellow flag, sector 3. MXI has had a moment for 12. Safety car is out again. A few people thrown into the pits. Ryan Berry's gambling. And Ryan's going to gamble. We're suspecting MXI has lost his wing for the 2nd time this race. Another safety car is out. The softs, I'm assuming, for Ryan, the 2 Ryans, M. Ryan and Ryan Berry. Also, we have 2 M's, M. Ryan and M. Excited. Interesting. Can't find a link between Ryan and Ryan Berry and M. Excited, unfortunately. But will anyone else go for the gamble? Yuli Show's pitting, and a lot of staying out. O'Stephen's pitting, Jack Craig staying out. Split strategies happening here. Jack Craig, Kevrovsky, Jay Pedro staying out. Everyone else has pitted. It's going to be an interesting end to this race here. 3 drivers gambling, staying out, saying their tyres have enough, saying the softs will not make it to the end. Everyone else is saying, I want softs to end this race. It's going to kick off to end this race. Yuli Show, who has led every lap bar 1 when he pitted, is going to have to pass 3 cars to win this race. As Lewis and Ryan have gone for mediums. So 2 drivers saying the softs won't make it, but I want new tyres. So it's going to be interesting who has the right strategy when this is over. maybe another. It's probably gonna be. Oh, sorry. It's probably gonna be another lap until we get racing again. Be 9 laps to go when we get racing again, probably, because I don't think it will be in this lap. We're still waiting on MXI to catch up, so one more trip around the Circuit de Catalunya for Bert Mailander, hopefully for the last time. There'll be 9 laps to go, so you'll need it pretty quickly for another safety car period. Jack Craig leads this race. He's on the hards, 7-lap old hards. Kevrosky and J. Pedro, 7-lap mediums. Almost everyone else has gone for the softs apart from Lewis Craig and Ryan Berry, who have gone for mediums. Could be a mistake or it could be a genuine call between Lewis and Ryan. We'll see if it works out with a lap's time, as it should be in this lap. I don't see a reason why we won't be racing at the end of this lap. There'll be 9 laps to go. Yuli Show wants this win. He's sacrificed his lead. He thinks he won't be able to keep people behind pitting, so he decided to pit. 3 drivers stayed out. He's got to pass those 3 drivers to win, but Stephen has made it clear that he wants this win also. He's being aggressive. Safety car in this lap. Jack Craig backing up the field already. He's on probably the worst tyres right now. The crossover between hards and mediums has not hit at 7 laps, especially after a few safety car laps, but he could have made a genius call here by staying out. Slowly going through the corners. Is he going to go? He's put some pace into this. A quick restart by Jack Craig, and he's going to go now off the final corner. We're racing again, and Kevrosky is gaining slightly on Jack Craig. Jack Craig's going to go defensive here. Kevrosky is looking to take the lead here. He's going to have to go around the outside of turn 1. Jack Craig defends it nicely, keeps the lead of this race. Jay Pedro's looking to get up to P2 here. Through turn 4, but he's running really wide into the marble. That's going to hurt his traction, but he's not going to care about that. He's going to try to go down the inside to turn 4, but can't do it. Has to swap on this. This might send Yuli Show through, and it does. Yuli Show is up into the podium. Jay Pedro hitting that curb has hurt him. Lewis Craig ahead of O'Stephen at the restart. Everyone pointing the right way. Jack Craig opened up a bit of a gap at the front, but Yuli Show is got one car less to worry about to win this race. Jack Craig looks to just get ahead. Kevrosky might not even fight this one, but he's braked that bit later. He's put Yuli Show that bit wide and keeps the position. Good defensive driving from Kevrosky here. Keep that P2, and Jack Craig is loving what he's seen in his mirrors, but how long can Kevrosky defend on Yuli Show? 8-lap mediums against 2-lap softs. It's a losing battle. Kevrosky is, and the final blow may come here. Yuli Show up to P2 unless Kevrosky goes for a mad late one, but he can't. And now one more car for Yuli Show to pass to win this race. Jay Pedro looking to get ahead of Kevrosky again through turn 4. Down the inside, you should give a bit of a slipstream here. Yellow flag sector 1. MXI's gone off turn 3. Kevrosky got 2 positions. Lewis Craig's gonna try and go through both. They guess both of them potentially. Jay Pedro's not letting that happen. Lewis Craig down the traction has the fresher tires. The pain for the bees looks like it's working, but Jay Pedro's not gonna let it happen. Clips the rear of Lewis Craig, and that's gonna send Kevrosky through. They're going to go wheel to wheel for turn 9, and Jay Pedro's been sent off. Has to take this weird run off. Hits it. Oh, Jay Pedro's off. Jay Pedro spun off. And that is it for J. Pedro. He is going to be raging. J. Pedro has had enough. Yuli Show now looking to take the win off Jack Craig. J. Pedro is not going to be happy with what has just transpired there. We're focused on the battle for the lead here. Safety car is out. Safety car is out. Yuli Show almost in the back of Jack Craig. The safety car has come out. Oh me, oh my. Why has it come out for this time? Was it J. Pedro's car retiring potentially? So it must have been J. Pedro retiring on track. Don't know what else that could have came out for. I was going to have to avoid the safety car here. Oh, it almost goes to the Speedway racer. Everyone, I think, has navigated the safety car. Well, the safety car will drive its line. It doesn't care who it is. And if you hit that safety car, your car will disintegrate. I've experienced firsthand that. Now, decisions. Will anyone pit for new or softs? Soon the front runners will stay out. Kevrowski's probably the highest up that may pit. But if one person pits, everyone will be pitting behind. So who will make that call? Will Jack Craig decide everyone's going on softs to the end? Will he pit? Jack Craig stays out. Yuli Show stays out. Lewis Craig stays out. Oh, Steven stays out. Acorn stays out. Kevrowski has come in. Tony's stayed out. Jordan stayed out. NA9 stayed out. Ryan Perry stayed out. And Ryan has stayed out. Speedway Race has pitted. Speed New York stayed out. I think MXI will pit also. So Kevrowski's dropped from 6 to 12. He'll drop from 6 to 13. Only 2 are pitting. Kevrowski and Speedway Race are the only 2 who are pitting under the safety car. As Jesus, there's more stuff happening between Jack and Yuli Show behind the safety car even. It's going to be 3 laps, I believe, to end this race. 3rd safety car. Jack Craig keeps his lead. He was about to lose his lead and the safety car has come out. How worn are those softs? Watch out for Lewis Craig at this restart. We know he is not afraid to throw a move. Just wait now. I don't think he'll be in this lap. One more lap. We'll be going in. It'll be 4 laps actually. 30, 31, 32, 33. So 2 laps of DRS. No, it's in this lap. I was wrong. 5 laps shootout to decide this race. Jack Craig will have to get us going again. It's a late call, so he doesn't have as much time to decide what to do. Lewis Craig's already pulling out. He's going alongside Yuli Show, which is what Jack Craig needs to do. The Craigs need to work together to win this race. We're going again for a 5-lapper to decide this race, as Lewis Craig is going to look to get the move on Yuli Show. That's going to hurt Yuli Show's chance to make the move, because he won't be able to pull out. Into turn 1 we go. Jack Craig keeps P1, but Yuli Show is kept that P2 and he's trying to get ahead now, but he's lost a bit of traction there, as Lewis Craig is going to be looking for the P2 here. Yuli Show's got to go defensive here. Lewis Craig onto the curbs. Oh, Stephen and Acorn battling there. Yuli Show tries to send it into her bike but can't do anything. Rides the curb. Bit of traction lost there. It's going to hurt him, but Lewis Craig can't do a thing about it. Jack Craig is just putting his car everywhere. He wants this win, but it looks like an inevitability that Yuli Show will get ahead of it. Will it happen into turn 10? It's going to say Kevrowski gets 3 seconds, the only 3 seconds of the evening somehow. Ryan Berry's had some sort of issue. He's at the back by 4 seconds. Jack Craig has survived the first lap. 4 more to go. Lewis Craig, though, He's burnt all his barrier here. Jack Craig's burned it all, but it might come to nothing. Yuli Show on the sauce. Looks to be getting the lead, but Jack Craig has some similar speed here, so Jack Craig will just break down the inside. Bit of contact there. Yuli Show's got to cut the corner. He's got the corner completely. Big contact! Massive crash! Acorn is out of the race. Yuli Show spun. Safety car again. Yuli Show missed the corner, came back on. O'Steven leads this race from Jordan, Tony, P3, N89, P4, M Ryan, P5, Speedway Racer 6, Jack Craig 7th, M Excited 8th, Speed Newgarden 9th, Kev Roski 10th, Yuli Show 11th, Lewis Craig 12th, Ryan Berry 13th. That was not the order 10 seconds ago. O'Steven has been potentially gifted a win here. There'll be one more safety car restart to come. They all kicked off. Yuli Show and Jack, wheel to wheel for it. They made contact, they spun, everyone had to avoid it. Acorn went into the wall. There's a lot of penalties here also. People will be pitting to get rid of their penalties. There's gonna be damage also. It was just like the start, but it's way more dramatic. Loads of pitting will happen here. And Ryan will surely be coming in. Yuli Show's coming in also. Jack Craig's coming. A lot of coming in. It's 50-50 for who's coming and who stayed out. Some guys on 8-9 lap old softs. The safety car will be in this lap, so they need to catch up quickly. They should have time to catch up, but 2 laps to decide this race. Steven leads this race. Irty Jordan has come from nowhere to take second place. Tony also from nowhere. I don't even know where these guys were at the start of the last lap. It's all happened. M Excited was last. I'm pretty sure. M Excited was last at the last safety car restart. He is 5th. All happened, and we still have 2 more laps to go. Guys on fresh tires will just catch up to the back. Lewis Craig maybe a bit delayed, but depends when O'Steven goes. Safety car is in this lap. We'll see if we try to go quickly just to try to hamper the guys behind. As long as their speed can go though. The safety car, he wants it, but the safety car's not going quick enough, so they will catch up. For the 4th time, we have a safety car restart. O'Steven leads us from ERT Jordan. If the last 10 laps have been chaos, these last 2 are going to be pure bedlam. O'Steven will get us away. Craig unfortunately cannot catch up, but 2 more laps to decide who will win this one. O'Steven gets us going. ERT Jordan follows nicely. Tony may have to worry about M Ryan here into turn 1. Guys on fresh tires also, they're going to be trying to plan a move. O'Steven survives turn 1. Tony survives turn 1 also. He keeps that P3. No moves yet. But it's going to be pure racing here. As a move for the lead, ERT Jordan's looking to take the lead from O'Steven into turn 4. O'Steven's gone deep. O'Steven's gone deep. Jordan leads the race. Yuli Show is out of the race. So is Jack Craig. They've collided again. Ryan Berry's out of the race. They've collided again. Jack and Yuli Show. For the 2nd time in as many laps, Jack Craig and Yuli Show have made contact, and this time it has sent them out of the race. We have 10 left. Everyone will be scoring that finishes. ELT Jordan's looking to win this race. Tony's looking to take 2nd off O'Steven. 1 more lap to go to decide this one, and still anything can happen. And Ryan's trying to get the podium off Tony. O'Steven's had an error off 13. Those tires are done and dusted. 1 more lap to decide this. Jordan has a 1.3 second lead here. But it's going to be the rest of the podium that needs to be decided here. Oh, Stephen has to go defensive here. Will anyone send into turn 1? No, but it's still a full lap to go for O'Stephen to survive. He has a queue behind him. It's Tony. He's also got to worry about M. Ryan here. But Tony, can he find a way to get the move done? He's pushing him practically, but he's had a bit of a moment there. That lets M. Ryan try and make a move there. He's going to try and go deep. He's contact with M. Excited, I think, there potentially. Kevin Broski's spun off turn 5. We'll between Tony and O'Stephen coming up the hill between 7 and 8. Bit of issues at the back with NA9. Jordan looks to have won this, but who's going to come in on the podium? Tony gets a brilliant run. He's going to try and send it down the inside. Bit of contact there. Forces O'Stephen right. M. Rice is going to go, thank you very much. I'll take the podium here. O'Stephen down. Oh, Tony looks to have it. M. excited. Might have it. On board though with Realty Jordan, who had a poor qualifying, I think. He was nowhere a couple laps ago. He wins the Spanish Grand Prix. Tony will take second. M. Ryan takes third. M. excited. 5th, Speed Newgarden 6th, O'Stephen 6th, Lewis Craig 7th, Kev Rusky 8th, NA9 will take 9th, and Speedway Racer will take 10th. That top 5 was probably the bottom 5 at some stage. Probably not even 5 laps ago. That was probably the bottom 5. What has happened? What has happened there? There is your winner. It is ERT Jordan, who probably 5 laps ago was battling for the points. But then Yuli Show and Lewis Craig spun each other out and everything changed just like that. The first half of this race seemed to be set, had the race results set. It looked to be Yuli Show win as easy, and it would be between O'Stephen and the Craigs for the podium, but neither of them even finished in the top 5. ERT Jordan wins from 14th on the grid, Tony 2nd, M. Ryan 8th, M. Excited, who was last 5 laps ago, finished 4th, Speed Newgarden 5th, O'Stephen 6th, Lewis Craig 7th, Kev Rusky 8th, N89 9th, Speedway Racer 10th. We lost Ryan Berry, Jack Craig, Yuli Show, Acorn, Jay Pedro, and Kaya. And this could be a long one. That was actually relatively short. But yeah, that has been that in Spain. Next week we are in... I'll inform you in a second where we are. I dread what Discord's looking like. Next week we are in Portugal, so we're just going to the other side of the Iberian Peninsula next week. It was similar track, maybe similar style. We'll see what happens here next week, but until then, thanks for watching and goodbye.